So today I would like to summarize what I have learned from chapter 1 until chapter 5. So basically in chapter 1 we will learn about business-driven technology overview. Why do you think you need to study information technology? It is because understudies who comprehend innovation have a benefit in business, and acquiring a point-by-point comprehension of data innovation is imperative to all understudies paying little mind to their subject matter. Understanding information technology also provides great insight to anyone learning about business. Next, information technology's impact on business operations. The first one is sales and marketing, operations and logistics, accounting and finance, and human resources. For information technology basics, we have information technology, or we call it as IT. It is a field concerned with the use of technology in managing and processing information. The second one is Management Information System, MIS. It is a general name for the business function and academic discipline. Move to the next one, we have to understand about information technology such as data, information and business intelligence. The second one is IT resources. The third one is IT culture, which is information of functional culture, information of sharing culture, information of inquiring culture, and information of discovering culture. Move to the next chapter, which is chapter 2, Identifying Competitive Advantages. To survive and thrive, an organization must create a competitive advantage. Competitive advantages is a product or service that an organization's customers place a greater value on the similar offerings from a competitor. It is typically temporary because competitors often seek ways to duplicate the competitive advantage. Next is Porter's 5 forces model. The first one is buyer power, hype when buyers have many choices. Second one is supplier power, hype when buyers have few choices. The third one is threat of substitute products or services, hype when there are many alternatives to a product or service. Next, threat of new entrants, hype when it's easy for new competitors to enter a market. Last one is rivalry among existing competitors, hype when competition is fierce in the market. So there are 3 Porter's generic strategies. The first one is broad cost leadership. It reaches a large market segment. The second one is broad differentiation. Its focused strategies target a niche market. The third one is focus strategy. It concentrates on either cost leadership or differentiation. Furthermore, the relationship between business processes and value chains. It is a business process is a standardized set of activities that accomplish a specific task, such as processing a customer's order. The value chain approach views an organization as a chain or a series of processes, each of which adds value to the product or service for each customer. The value chain helps an organization determine the value of its business processes for its customers. So we move to the next chapter, which is chapter 3, Strategy Initiative for Implementing Competitive Advantage. As we can see, there are 4 basic components of supply chain. The first one is supply chain strategy. The second one is supply chain partner. The third one is supply chain operation. And the last one is supply chain logistics. Next, customer relationship management systems and how they can help organizations understand their customers. Basically, customer relationship management is more than just a piece of software. It's a plan, a process, and a business objective the entire company must embrace. It will be difficult for a company to obtain a full view of its customers. It also can help a company define different types of customers, create personalized marketing strategies for each one, and better understand consumer purchasing habits. So the importance of enterprise resource planning systems is the systems which collect data from across an organization and correlates the data generating an enterprise-wide view. So next, how an organization can use business process reengineering to improve its business. The purpose of BPR is to make all your processes the best in class. Companies also aim to develop their business processes by completing tasks more quickly, more cheaply, and more effectively. Companies always use the same indirect routes, and BPR also enables businesses to discover new, more straightforward ways of doing business, such as progressive insurance. Next, we go through the chapter 4, which is measuring the success of strategic initiatives. There are the comparison between efficiency IT metrics and effectiveness IT metrics. Efficiency implies doing the things right, and effectiveness implies doing the right things. Efficiency IT metrics focus on technology, meanwhile effectiveness IT metrics focus on an organization's goals, strategies, and objectives and include usability, customer satisfaction, conversion rates, and financial metrics. So there are 6 common types of efficiency IT metrics. The first one is throughput, the amount of information that can travel through a system at any point in time. The second one is speed, which is the amount of time a system takes to perform a transaction. The third one is availability, which is the number of hours a system is available for users. Next, accuracy, which is the extent to which a system generates correct results when executing the same transaction numerous times. The fifth is web traffic. It includes number of page views, number of unique visitors, and time spent on a web page. The last but not least is response time, which is the time it takes to respond to user interactions, such as a mouse click. So basically, we have 4 types of effectiveness IT metrics. The first one is usability, the second one is customer satisfaction, the third one is conversion rates, and the last one is financial. The next one is customer metrics and their importance to an organization. Customer metrics assess the management of customer relationships by the organization. These effectiveness metrics typically focus on a set of core measurements, including market share, customer acquisition, customer satisfaction, and customer profitability. The next chapter is chapter 5, organizational structures that support strategy initiatives. There are 6 recent IT-related strategic positions. The first one is Chief Information Officer, CIO, and there are 3 broad functions included. The first one is Manager, the second one is Leader, and the third one is Communication. So the next IT-related strategic position is Chief Technology Officer, CTO. The third one is Chief Security Officer, CSO. The number 4 is Chief Privacy Officer, CPO. And the last one is Chief Knowledge Officer, CKO. Next, the gap between business personnel and IT personnel. Business personnel is possessed expertise in functional areas such as marketing, accounting, and sales. Meanwhile, for IT personnel, it have the technological expertise. The last one is the relationship between information security and ethics. Ethics and security are 2 fundamental building blocks that organizations must base their businesses on to be successful. Ethics is the principles and standards that guide our behavior toward other people. Meanwhile, information security is the protection of information from accidental or intentional misuse by persons inside or outside an organization. Alright, so that's all from me. Thank you for watching my video. Bye!